Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Tim is a retirement and income specialist, certified financial fiduciary, and the founder of SafeMoneyRetirement.com. Tim primarily serves Western North Carolina, East Tennessee, and Southwest Virginia, but he's sought after nationally for his expertise in helping people secure their retirements. Mr. Wood is a licensed life insurance professional in multiple states and specializes in working with people who are near retirement and those who have already retired with wealth management, income planning, and asset protection strategies using life, health, long-term care, and annuity insurance products. And now, here to talk with you about securing your retirement, your host, Tim Wood.
Welcome to the Safe Money Retirement Show. I'm Tim Wood, an asset and retirement protection and guaranteed income specialist. As we age, everyone gets more and more concerned about their health and what's going to happen with their health and how are they going to be as they age and as you get older. I found something that is really, really exciting that we're going to talk about from basically a study that was just done. We're going to talk about that really quick. First, if you don't already have a copy of my book, Safe Money Retirement, Your Game Plan for Success, y'all hear me talk about it every single week. Please get your own copy, absolutely free, no obligation. Just give us a call, 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Or you can log right onto our website, SafeMoneyRetirement.com, and get your own free copy. Now, the platinum age of healthcare. I'm actually going to read part of an article. This is from Dr. David Elfrig, who is an editor at Retirement Millionaire. I actually follow him on LinkedIn. We've actually got a couple other things that we do together. But I want to read, and obviously I'm not going to read the whole article, just a little bit here. The platinum age of healthcare is here. Just 2 years ago, a small study at the Memorial Sloan Kettering Cancer Center in New York City made medical history. The group was conducting a study using an experimental drug called dostarlimab. I might be mispronouncing that. Dostarlimab, something like that, to treat colorectal cancer. Here's the point. After 6 months of treatment, all 18 of their patients with colorectal cancer went into full remission. All of them, 100%. Dr. Hannah Sanoff of the University of North Carolina's Lineberger Comprehensive Cancer Center told NPR that she was incredibly optimistic about the results and that researchers had never seen anything work in 100% of people in cancer medicine before. Huge. The last little bit here, this drug does not attack cancer directly. It teaches your own immune system to go after and kill the cancer. It received U.S. FDA approval in July of last year, 2023, giving researchers optimism about what the future may bring for cancer treatments. And what's more, breakthroughs like this will be increasing in frequency. Why did I want to talk about this in a show about retirement? Because our health, once we're in retirement, is huge. And you wouldn't believe how many people I talk to that think they're only going to live to their 70s or maybe my early 80s if I'm lucky. But with advances like this and with other advances that are coming and are already here, you may very well live into your late 80s or your 90s. Or I was just reading about a gentleman that's 111 and still going strong. So my point is, I don't want people to underestimate how long they're going to live in retirement, because that's one of the biggest challenges that I see in retirement. How long do you think you'll live in retirement? What are your thoughts about how long you're going to live? Well, you might want to alter that some because of all the new medical advances that are coming around. There's a good possibility that they're working on anything that you may have now or that you could have in the future. Someone's already working on, and there may be a cure for it by then, or at least something that allows you to live with it. So basically making sure that your plan is strong and steady and can get you no matter how long you live with enough income, that's what's going to be important. Looking at plans that can be derived that say, well, I'll tell you what, you've got a 95% chance that you'll be fine until you're 82. Okay, well, that's great. First of all, the 95%, I'm not sure I'm good with that. I want it to be 100%, but that's kind of another subject. And if you're good till 82 or 85 or 87 or 92, that's great. You've got a percent to be good until that particular age. That's great. What happens if you live to 102 and you were good till 92? What happens those last 10 years? What happens if Social Security does take a cut and it actually would mean that the way that it's set out would actually go less? What are you going to do? How are you going to be able to be prepared? How can you know you have enough guaranteed income? Because that's where your happiness is going to come from in retirement, is through guaranteed income. So I love reading stories like this. I love hearing about all of the new medical advancements, especially in things to help fight cancer, because we all know people that it's touched all of our lives. Literally, you can't hardly talk to a person that cancer hasn't touched their life in one way or another. And hearing great news like this, because as you know, the news waves are just flooded with bad news all the time. So hearing good news like this is awesome. It's great to hear. 100%. I mean, it was only 18 people, but still 100% of them got full remission. That's awesome. But what you need to think about for yourself is, well, that's great. And it's great. It's fantastic. But make sure that with the advancements that are coming and that are already here, that you are protected, that your income is protected, that you've got enough, that you've got some more maybe over here to the side that's growing as an inflation hedge. So if inflation keeps going, well, 5 years down the road, 10 years down the road, 20 years down the road, you've got another piece that you can turn income on to overcome those inflation concerns. So what I want you to do is I want you to think further out. I want you to think not necessarily bigger, but longer. I want you to think longer, because we don't know how long we're going to live. I mean, if someone had asked me in my 20s if I was going to make it to my 50s, I would have said probably not. And here I am. So I want everyone listening to plan longer and make sure that you are doing something to make sure that your plan for longer is going to last. And it's something that's steady. It's something that's going to be there. It's something that you can guarantee. It's something that's guaranteed income, not if come. Y'all have heard me talk about this before. If come is when you're just withdrawing from accounts and hoping that you will have enough based on what happens in the market. If this happens, if that happens, then I will have enough. I don't want you to live like that. It's stressful. It's concerning, and in the long run, it could wind up being completely devastating to your retirement plan. I want you to have guaranteed income that you can count on from A-rated companies that are going to pay you no matter how long you live. They're going to pay you what you need in order to cover your expenses. And like I said, then we can have a few more accounts set up that can continue to grow, that you can turn on over time to help overcome that inflation monster. So again, I will ask you, how long do you think you're going to live? How long do you want to plan to live for? Make sure your plan is a long-term plan. Make sure you've got enough guaranteed to cover you for the rest of your life, no matter how long you or your spouse lives. That's what I do for people. That's what I do for my clients every single day, is help them have that peace of mind knowing that no matter how long they live, they are going to have enough income guaranteed to cover them and their spouse no matter how long they live. So great, if you've got this type of cancer and this experimental thing covers it and you're good, great, fantastic, hallelujah. But let's make sure also that you're going to have enough income to cover you no matter how long you live. Well, I'm about out of time, and I would like to thank you for listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show. If you're serious about your financial future, give me a call, and together we'll get your retirement savings on the fast track to accumulate while reducing exposure to market loss. Thanks for listening, and until next time at the same time, I'm Tim Wood, reminding you to stay safe so you can step into a secure future.
You've been listening to the Safe Money Retirement Show with your host, Tim Wood. Find out how to contractually guarantee that your hard-earned money is safe from market losses and that you have an income you can't outlive so you can have the retirement that you deserve. Call Tim Wood now for your complimentary Safe Money Retirement book and information kit at 833-413-SAFE. That's 833-413-7233. Or request your copy of Tim's book online at safemoneyretirement.com. The preceding information does not represent tax, legal, or investment advice. Surrender charges apply to base contracts. Optional lifetime income benefit riders are used to calculate lifetime payments only and are not available for cash surrender or in a death benefit unless specified in the annuity contract. Fees may apply. Guarantees are based on the financial strength and claims-paying ability of the insurance company. No information presented today should be acted upon without meeting with a qualified and licensed professional. Obviously, by calling us now, you are just taking the first step towards protecting your retirement. It's important that you read all insurance contract disclosures carefully before making a purchase decision. Rates and returns mentioned on this program are subject to change without notice.